You're abusing me right now.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. You're abusing me now, Sergeant. Get off my trousers. You're putting your hands down my trousers, man. You just put your hands down my trousers.
This episode is brought to us by Rate the Audit. Be sure to check the link below and subscribe to his channel and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Order to Bear is simply leaving a shopping center when he runs into a knife arch planted directly across his route. He chooses to walk around it. A lawful decision, and that's where things spiral. Officers immediately block his path, insist he must walk through the arch, and when Bear calmly stands his ground and asserts he doesn't have to, they lose patience. They escalate straight to detention and search, not because of suspicion, but because he wouldn't comply.
You need to go through this.
Nah, I don't. I ain't going through it, and you're obstructing my way.
No,
Yes, you are. This is a public footpath.
Why don't you want to go?
Because I don't want to go through it.
Why not?
Because it's not. I don't have to. It's not a legal requirement to go through it,
I've got
bro.
anything on you. What's the problem?
I don't want to go through it. That's why.
Okay. Well, obviously, refusing to go through the arch builds our suspicion, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. Oi, listen. You think if I had something on me, yeah, I'm going to be stood here arguing with you? You're an idiot, mate.
No.
You're an idiot.
People do.
You're an absolute idiot.
Okay.
You're an idiot. I ain't going through it. Move out my way. You're in my way.
No.
You're in my way.
the arch,
I'll stand here all day then. I'll wait until you go.
Well, you can stand there all day.
Yeah. Does it make you feel big, does it? Powerful?
No, I'm just doing my job.
No,
Okay.
you're not doing your job, man. You're not doing your job.
Stuff like this is aimed to make the community safer, to prevent people from carrying knives and stuff like that. Alright?
Talk shit.
Okay.
You talk shit.
That's exactly what it's for.
You talk shit. Gonna move out my way, please, miss? No.
like we said, it raises suspicions as to why you won't walk through it.
Because I don't get dictated to by you. That's why, yeah? No way, when I'm going about my day, am I being dictated to by you, or him, or him, or him, or her, or him. Not one of you's dictating to me to walk through that piece of shit.
A knife arch doesn't automatically turn a public sidewalk into a checkpoint that people have to go through. When Bear chooses to walk around it, he's not being sneaky. He's just using his right to move freely on public land. The moment the officer says not going through it makes him suspicious, he shows his mistake. Suspicion should come from how someone behaves, not because they refuse to go along with a voluntary setup. And saying it's for community safety is just an old excuse. Community safety doesn't mean people have to automatically obey everything. If it did, officers could demand anything and call refusal suspicious by default.
You can go the long way around.
No, I can't. Oh, right, so if you really think there's suspicion, so if I turn and say I'm walking the other way now, you're not going to search me, no?
Don't be criminal officers.
You contradict yourselves, man. You contradict yourselves.
You can be the same for purpose of search under section 1 of PACE, alright?
You're searching me?
Yeah, I'm going to search you.
Wow, get your hands off
You've been
me.
aggressive and shouted at me, so I'm going to put you in cuffs for my safety for now.
Are you mad?
Safety, alright?
Are you mad?
Just give me your hand, please.
What the f is wrong with you?
Careful your wrist, alright?
Oi, I'm recording you, you
fine.
silly
Recording. Right. Obviously, you've avoided a knife arch, didn't you? Right.
Well, there's no need to handcuff me like this. I've been stood here how long?
You've avoided the knife arch, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I just don't want to come through it. I just don't want to go through it.
That's perfectly fine. What I'm looking for is any privacy articles, male, so bladed articles, knives.
Do not touch my...
Less of that, alright, mate?
Don't touch my... man.
This is what the officer's telling you.
Listen, bro, it's not a legal requirement. You're going to be hearing from my
I'm
solicitor.
PC Edwards, 28212, the collar number.
You're going to be hearing from my solicitor.
The officer says Bear is put in handcuffs because he's aggressive and shouting, but just raising your voice isn't dangerous. Handcuffs aren't meant to calm someone down or punish frustration. They're only for preventing escape or harm. Bear isn't running, threatening anyone, or making moves that need restraint. Then the officer changes the reason, saying Bear is being searched because he avoided the knife arch. That makes even less sense. Avoiding a voluntary arch doesn't mean Bear has a weapon. It just shows he knows he doesn't have to go through it. The law says suspicion should be based on someone carrying something illegal, not on them refusing to follow a voluntary instruction.
What are you doing, man? Pulling my pants down. You're pulling my pants down, man.
Your pants, stop shouting.
He just pulled my trousers down.
You're searching your pockets, your outer pockets, okay? Don't shout, you're in a public place. And stop being abusive towards the officer.
You're abusing me right now.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are. You're abusing me now, Sergeant.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not.
You look, you ain't going to find nothing, mate, because I'm not carrying anything. You're putting your hands down my trousers, man. You just put your hands down my trousers. Yes, he did. Just put his hands down my trousers. Yes, he did. Was that really worth it?
Told you why you've been.
Nah, you knew, man. If I had something on me, I'm not going to be stood here arguing with a copper, am I? So I don't have to walk through it now, do I?
No, you've been searched. Do you want a copy of your
Nah, do I? Shit.
You don't want a copy of your search?
Huh? Actually, yeah, I do. Gonna need it for my solicitor, ain't I?
No problem.
You'll take your details and you're entitled to a copy of that.
Nah, you don't need my details for a search. That's untrue.
The constable is bad, but the sergeant is worse. A senior officer should be the one to check if a situation is weak and stop powers from being misused. Any sergeant with basic knowledge of stop and search rules knows you can't turn voluntary actions into suspicion. The search finds exactly what the law predicted. Nothing. No knife, no illegal items, no excuses made afterward. This isn't bad luck. It shows there were never valid grounds to search. When senior officers approve searches based on refusal instead of real evidence, they don't just fail one person. They make unlawful stops seem normal.
Do not need my details for a search. I like the way you try, though. I like the way you try. It's good, isn't it?
Listen to me. I'm white British. How would you identify yourself as? I'll put not stated down here, alright? It's optional. I know it's optional. Are you going to give your name and date of birth? No? Okay.
You know people don't have to go through here. And then to use Section 1 as pace as your reasonable suspicion is abuse of powers, man. It's abuse of Section 1 of pace, and you know it. You know it as a sergeant. I hope you do as a sergeant anyway. And then my solicitor's going to know this, and you're going to be hearing from him.
If you could just move out the way.
Don't tell me where to stand. It's a public. Is this now a private space? I don't care. You're in everyone's way. You're in everyone's way.
Watch out for this man trying to get.
Have I got eyes in the back of my head? Would you usually be here telling me to watch everyone behind me? Don't tell me what to do. Do not tell me what to do. Do not tell me what to do, man. Read this.
Hello.
This is where you've messed up today. In general, police cannot compel individuals to walk through a metal detector in a public place.
Okay.
The act of walking through a metal detector is considered a voluntary, and there is no legal basis.
Read the rest.
No legal basis for demanding it. However, if the police officer has reasonable suspicion or probable cause to believe a person is carrying a prohibited item, you didn't think I was.
So read the rest then. Carry on reading. I hope your glasses get this, because you're just proving my point right, okay?
How am I proving yours right?
Because exactly what I said.
How am I proving yours? No, it doesn't.
Exactly what I said, tried to say to you in there is exactly what you're reading.
Yes, police can act if they have real suspicion someone is carrying something illegal. But that doesn't apply here, because the officer is treating Bear not going through the arch as the reason for suspicion. You can't turn a voluntary screening into a trap where refusing it becomes the excuse for a search. Even the law the officer cites doesn't let police force someone through a metal detector. It only allows searches when there are already real, lawful grounds. In this case, there were no real grounds, no tips, no matching description, no visible bulge, no suspicious behavior. Just a man making a lawful choice.
I said I can't force you to go through, but if you don't go
It's
through,
not a legal right.
It raises my suspicion.
No, it doesn't raise your suspicion. So you know where else you've messed up. You know your female colleague.
Yeah.
She told me if I didn't want to walk through it, that to walk round. So if you really believed,
well,
no, but you're all stood there together in the same operation.
stood with my colleague.
Yes, you were. You were all stood there. The video's going to show it,
when she
mate.
said that.
When I send this to the solicitor, it's going to show it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have searched me under Section 1 of PACE and abused your powers
Not at
today.
all.
Yes, you
You've
have.
just read it and proved that I
Yes,
haven't.
you have.
You've just
Yes,
read
you
it
have.
and proved that I haven't abused my powers.
No, you
And I was
have. It says it there.
recording
None of your business if it's recording. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right here or you are, and I guarantee my solicitor ties you up in knots.
That's no problem.
Guaranteed.
You're well in your right to do it.
Guaranteed.
That one comment from the female officer completely destroys their excuse.
You can go the long way around.
No, I can't.
This shows the knife arch was voluntary and avoidable. If officers let someone take another route, they can't then say choosing that route is suspicious. You can't give permission and then punish the choice you allowed. This clearly shows abuse of power. Suspicion must come from the person's behavior, not from following a lawful choice. Once an officer says walking around is fine, any later claim that it caused suspicion falls apart. Then, the detention and search aren't about behavior. They're about bruised authority.
And then I've just literally showed you that you've got no right to do it there without reasonable suspicion.
You showed him, and he's proved.
No, he ain't shown me nothing. He ain't showed me nothing. He's just told me what he thinks.
No, I told you what it
I've
says
just
there.
told you. No, I've just told you. I've just read it out to you. So
Yeah,
don't
you've
make
read it
out.
out.
I've just
You've
read it out
proved
to
me
you.
right, that's what
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
We can argue
You can
all day,
agree
don't
to
we?
disagree,
So,
can't you? At
there's
the
no
end of the
point.
day, you take it to your solicitor, and that's it, isn't it? We don't need to go go round and round this same circle.
Make sure you're not touching nobody else's today or anybody else's.
We're going to stand here. Can I ask? We're on a public place. If you keep your voice down, don't get shouted.
What?
Because we're on
Is there a law about how loud I speak?
Public order.
What about how loud I speak?
Just keep calm for me. I'll happily chat with you as long as you stay calm.
Go on, you want to mess up again and go and arrest me for a public order? Where's your complainant? Has someone come up and complained about my conduct?
We'll be fine.
Has anyone come up to you and complained about my conduct? Have you got a complainant? Didn't think so.
Bear doesn't need to explain himself. The situation does it for him. He was stopped for walking around a knife arch, handcuffed for raising his voice, and searched by a sergeant, but nothing was found. Police don't defend this. They try to contain it. These encounters don't end with an apology. They end weeks later with lawyers and payouts. Looking back, the problem is obvious. Officers tried to control someone's movement on a public sidewalk, offered an alternative route, then punished Bear for taking it. When that didn't work, they escalated. Handcuffs for tone, a search justified by avoidance, and a sergeant who didn't challenge it. Every action reacted to noncompliance, not real risk or evidence. The empty search proves there was never a lawful reason. Connecting it to knife crime shows the approach doesn't work. Pressuring people through public metal detectors doesn't stop violence. It only creates the illusion of action while missing the real threats. True prevention is targeted, intelligence-led, and specific, not forcing ordinary people to obey tests of authority. If police want safer communities, they need to focus on real risk, not visibility, because this kind of policing erodes trust without preventing harm.